Let me see. This is the box it lives in when it's not in use. I don't know if that's... All I know is it's the nice Japanese knife my boss got me for my wedding. Oh, thank you for the follow, OMG Pete. You should be called Gifting Hero. Yes, you should, Gifting Hero. All right, so we're going to grab a couple scoops of this because we don't feel like thickening up our gravy anymore with more roux because that requires making more big dishes. Does it have a block hammered pattern? I'm not entirely sure. All I know is it's my favorite knife. I don't know if it was expensive. I know the cookbook that I got to go with it was very expensive. All right, so we're going to mix a little cold water. This is called making a cornstarch slurry. And what you want to do is you want to swirl all the cornstarch into the water, and it's got to be cold. If you try this with hot water, you're going to just get chunky, chunky grossness. Wait, did you just look up my knife? Oh, I did not know that. Like I said, it was a wedding gift from my boss. Well, my boss at the time. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to take our very carefully mixed cornstarch slurry. Like I said, it's just a little bit of cornstarch and some cold water. And you add that to your pot and give it a swirl. Make sure it's mixed in well. Here we go. And we're going to turn our heat on low and let that warm up. And as it warms up, the cornstarch will thicken my gravy further because I love thick gravy. Yeah. Let's see. You think it is? You have the standard chef knife from that line. It's also your favorite knife. No, I didn't just look it up. You just know things. Yeah, it's my Vorpal blade. So my boss pays attention. She got me a cookbook for Japan and got me this knife, that specific shape, because I have a certain kind of knife that I prefer to work with. I have a preferred shape. I have three other knives. I also have a Japanese cleaver, a pink paring knife, and a bread knife. Gonna put this back in the cabinet before we knock it over again. I did that once. It got real messy. All right, let's give this a little stir. Make sure it doesn't... There we go. Now it's nice and thick. So remember, if you got to thicken something hot up, make a cold water and cornstarch slurry and then add it to the hot thing. Do not add your cornstarch directly to the hot thing because it'll just get chunky and terrible. So see? Mixture of gravy and a mixture of flour and cornstarch made for a lovely gravy. We should probably taste it. Let's see. You used to work in the meat department, so you learned a few things about knives and swords. We own many, many, many swords